After an epic few days at Bruni, we had made it back to the mainland Tassie to continue our adventures.
So we stayed at Geeveston for 2 nights, so we could catch up on some washing and use it as a base while we explored the nearby Mt Hartz.
With Rusty having a nap in the van, we set off early to start the track. We wanted to climb all the way through the peak.
The first kilometre of the track was very pretty, along a wooden boardwalk through grassy greens and over small streams.
Hey guys, so we're just on the track to Hartz Peak, but we swung in here first, which is Lake Esperance, and she's a bit cold this morning, so we're not going to go for a swim, but as you can see, she's pretty picturesque.
Now this is where the fun began. The last half of the track is quite steep and rock climbing involved.
The weather had started to clear, with blue skies showing. After an hour and a half, we made it to the peak.
We sat down on top, had some snacks and watched the clouds pass us by.
You knew that we were amongst the clouds, as it was bloody freezing. After admiring the views for a good 20 minutes, we began the descent back down.
Hey guys, so we just finished climbing Hartz Peak, all the way up the top there, so that was nice. There's a bit of cloud cover up there, so we tracked down here a bit, and the views are better. As you can see, this blue lake behind us.
Not bad.
But yeah, she's a bit chilly up there, so definitely take maybe some warm clothes if you're going to sit up there for a while. There was some shelters which were pretty cool. You could escape the wind in, but yeah, maybe beanies and gloves wouldn't go astray.
So now we're going to do the descent back down.
Yeah. It took us 90 minutes up, which it says allow 3-4 hours return, so we spent about 20 minutes up top, so yeah, we pretty close 3.5 hour return walk, which is good.
Yeah, go back to town and grab a pie, bite to eat.
Yeah, warm up, and probably just relax the rest of the afternoon. Alright, see you guys.
Well, the next day we moved back up to Hobart and checked out Richmond. We had missed it on our last visit to Hobart, and we were keen to see the oldest working bridge in Australia.
The Richmond Bridge was 195 years old and still allowing cars across it. Amazing.
We walked under it, then I got a typical tourist photo of me holding it up.
We then took a walk through the town and came across these old school motorbikes at the town hall.
It was then time for smoko, so we headed to the #1 cafe in town on TripAdvisor and had a cuppa while playing some chess.
That afternoon we had booked ourselves into the Moo Brewery tour after our mates Chris and Vanessa recommended it to us.
It was $15 a head, which included a tour of the brewery, and you got to sample the beers as you went.
It was very interesting and we learned a lot about the whole process. Best bit was the generous amount of takeaways Raoul, our guide, gave us. Ew, what a legend.
We then had a quick overnighter at Dunolly before heading to the Port Arthur Historical Village.
We arrived nice and early to make the most of the day. First up was introductory walking tour where the guide tells you about the history of the place.
We then roamed around some of the ground, checking out the old buildings and jail cells.
Killing some time before our harbour cruise.
Included in your ticket is a 20-minute harbour cruise, where they talk about the harbour and the nearby islands. There is so much history, it is very fascinating.
After the cruise, we headed back to the car to grab some lunch and grab Rusty. Yep, that's right, dogs are allowed into the Port Arthur grounds. How good is that? You get let in by a VIP side gate, and when you want to leave, you just flag down a staff member.
Rusty loved it. Checking out all the gardens and sights, we couldn't help but have a chuckle at this.
Little Rusty thought it was a real cow. She wasn't sure of it, that's for sure.
We then saw the resident chickens, and Ames picked an apple off the living museum. There is all different types of apple trees, and you can pluck a fresh one off the tree.
We then tried to get a nice family photo, but Rusty was too excited and wouldn't sit still.
Hey guys, so we just went and did the Port Arthur historical tour. Tickets were $39, booked them online, and you can choose your walking tour and your boat cruise time, so that was very handy. So I just booked them yesterday for today's adventure. And also, I didn't know, dogs are allowed inside the grounds, so we had Rusty in there having a bit of a walk around. They're not allowed on the boat cruise or inside buildings, but yeah, they're more than welcome around the grounds on lead, which is, yeah, that's really good. So yeah, it was a bit wet towards the end, so we got a little bit wet. Rusty got pretty soaked, but we're just gonna go find camp, catch us at the toilet, and yeah, go find a camp for the night.
We spent the night at the Nubina RSL. Join us next time as we start to explore our way up to the east coast of Tassie.
If you enjoyed our video, leave us a comment and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Cheers, legends.